and so like in your mind you have like this embedded image of like what produce should look like. Hola mi gente, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeremy. This is La Comida Jeremy. Today, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. As you guys saw in a previous video that I did in my vlog while I've been quarantining, I decided to go out into the grocery store after being at home since like March 27th. So it was like a very long time since I had left the house the last time. So I decided to go to the international store. One, because I really wanted to make ramen, and two, because they also have like all kinds of things there and all these amazing like vegetables and fruits and all kinds of like just like if you've never been to an international store in an Asian market before, like go if you can. I highly recommend it because you can find so many cool things there. So I wanted to make a recipe video for you guys on making ramen, so I decided to go there just because they do have everything else that I also normally buy, and a lot of my Puerto Rican ingredients that I typically would have bought in the regular grocery store up north, they don't really sell those things here. So I do have to go to these special stores in order to find those kind of things. I'm going to show you guys everything that I picked up. We're going to start out with things that I had already shown you in that vlog, so that way we don't have to like way too long for that to get here. So let's go ahead and start with those. So the first thing we have here is a noodle strainer. I saw these in like literally every blog post that I read, every like time I've gone to a ramen restaurant or have seen people making ramen on YouTube or online. Basically it's just to throw your noodles in boiling water, and that way when you remove it, it kind of gets rid of all the starch and the noodles just come out quick. You don't have to really strain the water. I didn't really need another kitchen utensil, but I decided if I was gonna buy all this ramen stuff, I might as well just make my life easier and go ahead and purchase it. This is something that I had my eye on since the last time I went to the international store. I actually filmed a grocery haul. I had never posted it because I was actually making recipes from all of the ingredients that I bought in that video, so that's a video that's gonna come out pretty soon. Just remember that it was filmed like months ago. But basically since the last time I went, I wanted a bowl like this, and basically they're ramen bowls, and they're bigger than your typical like bowls that you may have at home. The only thing that I don't like about it is like it's like plastic material, so I worry that if I make like a red ramen or soup kind of meal that it's gonna stain, so we will update you guys on that. Next up we have 2 packs of chopsticks. This one I got because it's like just like black like designs, and I like it because it's like very me and my aesthetic. I'm very into just like plain simple design, but basically like from my blog aesthetic and my YouTube recipe videos. I also got these that are like stainless steel, and I've actually have a pair before that I cannot find. This is nice just to have on hand, and they kind of last longer than these bamboo ones. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and start with this bag that I have here that has things that I'm gonna be filming in another video. Basically I want to do a taste test video for you guys. So to start out, we have these red bean buns, and basically they're like little kind of like bao buns or like dumplings, and you steam them or you can microwave them, and inside is like a red bean paste. The second thing that I'm going to be trying out are these grape chips. I've never seen anything like this, so I'm very excited to try that. Hopefully they taste good. I also found these like taro chips, and these are more of like a Vietnamese style chip. They had so many chips, but all of them were like shrimp flavored. Like it took me a while to find something that I can actually eat. I wanted something a little bit more exciting, but everything was literally like shrimp or had fish oil in it. Next up we have these like dried mangoes, and they're also pickled, so we shall see what this tastes like. I don't usually like pickled things, but we'll see. And then the last thing I got to try, or second to last thing I got to try, are these like sesame seeds and nut things. And so I got this one because it came in a variety of like 4 different ones. The last thing I got was also this, I forgot what it's called. So it's basically a rice cake, like kind of like mochi, but it's a vegan one, and it has like sesame on top. I believe the inside filling, I want to say it's like red beans. Yeah, so it's red bean paste as well. Although I wanted to be a little bit adventurous, I didn't want to be so adventurous, and since I've had red bean paste before, I wanted to go ahead and stick to that because I know I really like it, and it's not a time to be wasting money. Next up we have these spring rolls with shiitake mushrooms. So it's just a vegan, really affordable spring roll. I like to get these kind of things to just air fry. I literally just had some, as you guys can see. It comes with 20. This was only like $2, so super duper cheap. Next up we have a really big rice bag, and this is just, I don't even know the brand. It's called La Cena. I usually don't really care what kind of rice I have other than it just being either a long grain or a medium grain. So I went ahead and just got this because I don't eat rice too much, but when I do, I typically make a lot of it because since I'm cooking, I want to make it enough so I can eat the next day. I don't know. Another big produce item in a bag is red potatoes. So I went ahead and just got this one just because my potatoes have gone bad, and so I need to store them better so that they can last longer. Got a bag of super white onions. I normally get the yellow onions, but these are also just very versatile, very good. I bought 2 bunches of bananas because I didn't get any bananas the last time I went to the grocery store. And so they're perfectly getting spotty now. And these are just good to have on hand. You can also peel them and put them in the freezer. If you didn't know, Puerto Ricans actually eat bananas, like yellow, regular American bananas, or wherever you get them from, with rice. And normally I would like to eat this with like yellow rice, like my arroz con gandules recipe with banana. Super good. And it's basically like just a sweet and savory mix. Sticking to the banana family, I got some more plantains. Plátanos are just so versatile. You can make jibarito sandwiches, tostones. Once they go really like yellow and black, you can make maduros with them. It's just so versatile. Next up we have Malta. I've already drank 2 of them, but Malta Goya was the only Malta that they had. They didn't have any Malta India that like was a big pack. They only had them individually. You guys never had Malta? It's basically like a malted beverage. I know people have compared it to like root beer and stuff, which I don't like root beer and I don't think it tastes like this, but try it for yourself. But also it's just like something that you can use for cooking if you did not know. This is something that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. It's basically farina. It's just like cream of wheat in English, which is literally like what it says there. But I guess, I don't know, I guess it translates to farina. But the reason why a lot of people call it farina is because the name on the box is literally farina. I usually don't buy this because 1, I don't really eat breakfast, and 2, this is like a very special kind of thing that I only make like once a year. Yeah, this is something that also Puerto Ricans just love to eat. So this is what I will usually just eat when I want to eat breakfast, because I'm not a big breakfast person at all. So I showed you all of my other Puerto Rican things. I guess I'll go ahead and finish it off by showing you my 3 large cans of Goya beans. These are my favorite ones to use for my habichuela guisada, which that recipe is on my channel and also on my blog. This is another one to make like arroz con habichuela, basically like mixed in the rice, like yellow rice. This is perfect for that recipe. And then I picked up some black beans that I'm gonna use for another kind of recipe. That brings us to the end of all the Puerto Rican things. The next time I have like all of my Asian sauces and stuff. So I have this gochujang, no, what is this? Fresh chili paste. But I like to use this when I don't feel like eating sriracha because it does provide like a different kind of spiciness, because it's literally just like a chili like mashed into a paste versus it like being fermented into a hot sauce. Sticking with like the chili paste, this is basically gochujang chili paste. Use this and it will last you forever. So I like to have this on hand, and you can use this for soups, you can use it for stir fries, like literally anything. You can like mix it with some water and turn it into a sauce, and it can go into anything in any recipe. Sticking with the spicy stuff, I got this like lemongrass like saute, and this is for like marinating your vegetables or your faux meats, and then also you can use it as a sauce. I tried it already and I really thought that it was gonna be like a very intense lemongrass flavor, but it's just very mild. Last 2 saucy Asian ingredients that I got are these miso paste. So I got this one, which is an organic miso, like red miso paste, and then this one's a white soybean paste. I got 2 to experiment a little bit. These were pretty pricey. They were like 6 something, but also you can freeze these and they also last a very long time, which is what I'll probably do because I literally don't use this as much as I should. So with all of my research, I realized that in order to make ramen really taste like authentic ramen, if you are making a vegan ramen, you need, that's a ramen like going time, you need basically a kombu, and I did not find one at all. And so I researched, and I guess it's kind of like a seaweed or something, but I couldn't find any in the international store. I asked the employees and they didn't know where like I could find it. So I went to like the seaweed aisle, and this is what I found. And so this is, from what the packaging tells me, is literally just like dried up seaweed that you can use for soups and stuff. And this is different from like the snack seaweed that you normally see in stores. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like a darker green, and when you wet it, it like softens up. One of the most important ingredients for broths, for like ramens and those kind of recipes, is shiitake mushroom. And so I went ahead and just got a pack. I normally don't buy these because they're super expensive, but I found this one only for like $2. And so it's just dried up shiitake mushrooms. I went ahead and just got a crap ton of noodles of all kinds of variety just to have them in my pantry ready to go whenever I am craving an Asian inspired meal. So I did get a big bag of just ramen noodles, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, It's opening. It has 8 stacks of ramen noodles, and these are just Japanese, like skinny ramen noodles. I also got some Japanese udon noodles. Udon noodles are actually my favorite because they're more of like a thicker noodle. I got these pretty ones that were a little bit pricier, but just because I wanted more like aesthetically pleasing pictures for you guys. And the last noodles that I got are these sweet potato noodles, which I've never had sweet potato noodles, but they're more of like a glossy, see-through, kind of like a vermicelli noodle. Highly recommend getting all kinds of noodles, having them in your pantry, because when you do get that craving, you can literally just make it at home, super cheap, and you have all the ingredients ready to go. The last specialty item that I got are these tapioca pearls, basically for making boba or bubble tea. Okay, so the last up we have all of our produce. I got quite a bit of greens and stuff, but we'll go ahead and start out with our only fruit that I picked up, which are these berries. This was only like 89 cents, which, if you guys know, I love blackberries, and coming across really cheap blackberries is really hard to do. So I went ahead and got 4 Thai basil, and this, it was $2.70. They were all basically the same price, so I went ahead and just got this one because it's, from what I can see, it had like the most in it. I'm gonna try to like figure out how I can store this best because I see that it's going bad already. Got a crap ton of chives. So just like longer stems of chives, which is why I got it. I got some green onions. Green onions are usually what you add to like soups or Asian style dishes. This is also something that you can regrow, so you can literally just chop these like white parts. As you guys can see, like the roots are already there. So literally it will start to regrow, so you can just put it in like a little jar with some water and it will start to just like root and you can plant it. As I mentioned, I love lemongrass, so I picked up some more. This is good for like making broth, soups, or just like lemongrass tofu, which is the way like I started eating lemongrass. These really large broccoli crowns. I also learned this weekend that you probably shouldn't be washing your vegetables when you're gonna store it in your fridge until you're ready to eat it, and probably just keep it like in a Ziploc bag until you're ready to like wash it and eat it, because you're washing off the bacteria on your vegetables, so it goes bad quicker. But basically I just got me some broccoli because I really like broccoli. I got me some large bok choy. As you guys have seen in the past, I normally get mine from Trader Joe's, but Trader Joe's only has like 1 variety and it only comes with like 3 heads, versus going to the international store, you pay less for way more. And this is just good to like put it in a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, steam it up and get it like grilled, and then you can add that to soups or stir fries and anything else. It's just really good, a very simple vegetable. I got some lettuce. I don't know what kind of lettuce this is because they don't have tags on anything, so I just picked it up because it was fresher and just like not in plastic. So I got this one to chop up and just have ready to go. Wash it in my salad spinner. And I also got this like mixed salad, arugula. Usually I would get this from the regular grocery store, but like I said, I didn't want to go to the other one because just didn't feel like dealing with that. So I paid a little bit more than I would usually for a very small box. But what I would do is just chop this up, mix it up, and then put it with this, and you have yourself lots of salad. I got me a bunch of carrots, and I basically got this because I want to use this part, which is the green part that you normally don't see in regular grocery stores because they usually chop them off. But literally you can cook this, you can use it to garnish or for like herbs and those kind of things. So I'm gonna be trying out a recipe with this to see what I can make. And then also carrots, just like to have them on hand. I got some tomatoes. These are Roma tomatoes, and a lot of them were just like super like blemished and not the prettiest. But then I remembered that at most of the regular grocery stores, they only pick like the prettiest tomatoes ever. And so like in your mind, you have like this embedded image of like what produce should look like, but they're all the same. They literally taste the same. They might just have like a couple blemishes and they're not like the most perfect size. But they were the cheapest tomatoes, so I got these, and I got 4 because I haven't had any in a while. This is something that I've never purchased before other than it being canned. So I do have in my pantry some canned banana blossoms, but they've already been like cut up and like they're in a liquid, and so I've been wanting to make a recipe video with that, but I also want to just try it fresh because I've never had banana blossom in my life, and this is the first time that I ever see it fresh in the international market because I've never seen this there before. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to cook this. If you guys have any recipe ideas or know how to like make this, let me know because I would love to do it like an authentic way. Picked up some daikon because I want to make some like fermented daikon and carrots and just like pickle it so I can make a banh mi. All right, and for our last item in the whole grocery haul are mushrooms. So I have these mushrooms here. These are, where are they? charmtari mushrooms, baby oyster mushrooms, that's what they are. Baby oyster mushrooms. I cannot find any like regular oyster mushrooms at the international market anymore. I don't know what happened. They're not carrying them anymore, which is like really disappointing because that's the only place that I can find them. I went ahead and just got these baby ones because I'm assuming that they kind of taste like the bigger ones, but they're just a smaller form. And then I got these 2 packs because it comes with like just 3 different ones. So in here it has, oh, it doesn't say. But it's just basically like 3 different kinds of mushrooms. So it has like enoki mushrooms, king oyster mushrooms, and a very like baby oyster mushroom. So that is everything that I got. This was a large grocery haul. Most likely the last time that I'm leaving my house, but it was fun while it lasted. The international market is like one of my favorite places to go because you can find things from like all around the world, but in your local home area. And so it's just a fun place to go because you can try new things, see things that are in different languages from different cultures, and just experience something that you may have never experienced before without even having to leave your state. So highly recommend either going to an Asian market or an international store because you usually will find things from like Latin America, Asia, and different other countries and continents. I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. Also, be sure to follow me on social media at La Comida Jeremy, lacomidajeremy.com. I will see you guys very soon. Stay safe and healthy. Hablamos ahorita. Ciao.